Episode 2, Shadows Beneath the Willow. Evelyn Harper and Nicholas Bennett sat in the dimly lit study, surrounded by ancient tomes and dusty papers. The locket lay open on the desk, its mysterious letter a tantalizing clue to a hidden past. To understand this letter, we need to dig into your grandmother's life, Evelyn said, her eyes meeting Nicholas's. Anything she might have left behind could be a clue. Nicholas nodded, his gaze thoughtful. There's an attic filled with old belongings. I haven't had the chance to go through it all. Maybe we can start there. The attic was a labyrinth of memories. Boxes stacked high, old furniture covered in sheets, and the scent of aged paper filled the air. Evelyn and Nicholas rummaged through the clutter, searching for anything that might reveal more about Margaret Bennett and the mysterious Charles. After hours of sifting through items, Evelyn uncovered a box labeled Personal Letters. She opened it, revealing a trove of correspondence dating back decades. Here, Evelyn said, handing a bundle of letters to Nicholas. These might tell us more about your grandmother's life. Nicholas took the letters, carefully reading through them. His expression shifted from curiosity to astonishment. These letters, they're from Charles. It seems he was more than just a friend to her. Evelyn read over his shoulder, piecing together the story. It looks like they were in love, but something must have happened to keep them apart. As they continued reading, one letter stood out. It was dated just a week before Margaret's marriage to Nicholas's grandfather. My dearest Margaret, I cannot bear the thought of losing you to another. Meet me at the old willow tree in Wisteria Park on the eve of your wedding. There, we can make our plans. Forever yours, Charles. Why would she keep this a secret? Nicholas wondered aloud. And what happened at the willow tree? Evelyn's detective instincts buzzed. We need to find out if they met and what transpired. But first, let's see if there's anything in the town records about Charles. They made their way to the Wisteria Falls Public Library. The librarian, an elderly woman with sharp eyes and a welcoming smile, guided them to the archives. Evelyn and Nicholas pored over old newspapers, birth records, and town ledgers. After hours of searching, they found an article from the time of Margaret's wedding. Local heiress to wed. This weekend, Margaret Bennett to marry Edward Bennett in grand ceremony. But rumors swirl around a mysterious stranger seen in town. Evelyn traced her finger over the article. This must be Charles. He came to see her, but what happened next? Nicholas's frustration was evident. The records are incomplete. It's like he vanished. Maybe he did, Evelyn suggested, or someone made sure he did. Back at the estate, Evelyn's mind raced with possibilities. They had found letters and a few mentions in the archives, but no concrete answers. There's one more place we haven't looked. My grandmother's diary. It's in her bedroom, hidden in a drawer. She always kept it locked, but I have the key. Nicholas retrieved the diary, its leather cover worn but well preserved. He unlocked it and began reading aloud. The entries painted a picture of a woman torn between duty and love, detailing her secret meetings with Charles and their plans to run away together. June 14th, 1960. Charles and I have decided to meet at the willow tree one last time. If he can convince me, we will leave this place together. The final entry was smudged, as if written in haste or distress. Charles never came. I waited until dawn. I had no choice but to marry Edward. Evelyn leaned back, processing the information. Something happened to him that night. We need to find out what. Nicholas looked at Evelyn, his eyes filled with a mix of hope and despair. Do you think we'll ever know the truth? Evelyn placed a reassuring hand on his. We will. We've come too far to stop now. Her investigation had only begun, but a bond was already forming between them. A connection forged by the shared quest for truth, and a growing sense of mutual respect and attraction. As they prepared to delve deeper into the past, They knew that the shadows of Wisteria Falls held many secrets, and in unraveling them, they might just find something neither of them expected.